We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today we've got a...
I need something to carry my balls here. I'm here. I'm here, brother. I'm ready. I'm here. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. I got him. I got him. I got him. I got him! I got him!
Taking down just past about the 21-yard line.
The Mostert, there's the Miami record. The 19th touchdown of the season. Single stack Uber. Single stack Uber. Stroud looking to throw.
Now the NFL's third leading rusher last year. Throwing here, Howell. Connection made by Records.
Three, zipper. 12. We see the zone when they get started in this game, they're not just going to stop.
And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll go for it. Chubb, and nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This is Smith to the ground. And out of bounds all the way down at the 30.
Special teams, special plays, special players.
Keep trying from the field.
Single stack Uber. Single stack Uber.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Stroud looking to throw.
Escaping the pressure. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds.
Merry Christmas, y'all. Merry Christmas, Mom. Merry Christmas, Mom. I told y'all, we're not having like that this year. Y'all put on y'all list, y'all gonna the PS4, the PS4, the box text. Let's make some special plays here. Let's make special plays. Yep, let's do it together. Tip to tip. That's what we do. Tip to tip. Meat to meat. It's okay. Hey, take it. I'm getting fucked. Sorry, cousin. Help me. Actually, I'm not getting fucked. I did some of that. One shot. Oh my gosh, dude, I'm fully backed up. I believe it. I'm fully backed.
Powering his way forward. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count, if you're toward the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth, it's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Now he'll look to throw it. To the right side and complete to Thomas. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, his first touchdown of the year. And the Commander... point away from drawing level.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Now he'll escape to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now a man picked up on draft night this year, DeAndre Swift. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. On first down, Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Throwing is Hurts. They force it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. A game there of 30 big ones. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Howell. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Hurts. They say it's incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover. But I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. He finds his tight end Goddard. That's complete. Touchdown! Dallas Goddard. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Hassan Reddick. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Back to throw. Howell. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Hurts throw there taken in by Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10.
63.
They'll look to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
That's good for Washington. First down.
On first down, Howell. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4, and it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one. Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. First down now, but that clock rolling.
16 yards. That's good.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, Howell loses it. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. short. They'll try and pick it up through the air.
And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Second down and goal. Hurts. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for... Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Fucking slay.
We've hit the intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they're going to speed things up here.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Touchdown, Eagles.
Quez Watkins
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Second down, Howell now.
Dancing to his left.
Oh, Howe loses it. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by...
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Now he'll look to throw it.
Drops it off for Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Throwing here, Howell.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Howell going to go for it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A very solid gain of 27.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
73.
On 1st down, Hurts.
Forced out to his left. Over the middle to Smith. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hurts.
Flush to his right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jonathan Allen drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Howell, another throw on second down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Howell throwing on third down here.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
First down.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
Being chased out left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
They go play action with Hurts.
He'll buy some time right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Throwing is Hurts.
Now he's forced out right. That is caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 24 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Second down. Here's Hurts.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Hey, let's go. 63.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it.
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage. Elliott good with a PAT, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go-around. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side, and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
That one downfield for Dotson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
That one downfield for Dotson. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So they'll come up. Now a give, right side, Swift. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 24 yards to gain there, another 1st down as well.
63.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That one complete down the field to Smith. Down inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. it was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Second and 14. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
29-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and 3.
Howell tried to pick it up on third. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And here's Rodgers on the return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the...
Hurts fumbles it, and it's Washington that scoops it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
And Howell will throw it. Rolling to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Howell with one final shot, eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for the Eagles, they run their mark to 6-2 on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week.